Yes, I can, Johnny, mate. See you at 6.
I hope speaker should be working now. Ooh. Hey up, Tony, you alright? So the podcast will be starting at 6. It's going to be a bit of a short podcast because my back's in pieces today. So it will be a short podcast. You tried the new Bantam box. Which Bantam box is that? Because I sometimes go in the 1912 box. That's nice. Ah, no, I've not been in the Legends one, no. She works at T.R. Dallas. Okay. When you do your podcast. Yeah, I'm still going to be live, mate. I normally do it out on here, and also it's out on YouTube and other social sites now. So we'll be going live in a minute, so get your score predictions in and other questions for the panel. And we'll get this show on the road in a couple of minutes. The podcast is live on here, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and other social sites. Right, let's get this show on the road. Right, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Bradford vs Swindon preview live on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Kick, X, and TikTok. And in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the post-match Stockport game, the pre-match Swindon game. Obviously, we'll get the weather forecast as well for the Bradford game. Latest Bradford City news and what's on your plate before we get the show on the road, though. People know this podcast is for football, but it brings people together. And before we get it started, just say we become friends on this podcast. And sometimes you do come a little bit of a family. So I'm not going to go much into it, but Callie, wherever you are, if you're listening, get well soon, love. Come back fighting. And come back. We miss you. Right. So today I should be joined by Lee and Haru.
Hiya, Johnny.
All right, mate.
Yep.
Ditto. Get well soon, Callie and Diane. I don't know what state you're in at the moment, but hopefully you're over it soon and you can get back and, because you both missed.
Yeah, hope you're all right, Callie. Get well soon.
Yep, Callie, Diane, get well soon. Hope we'll see you back on the podcast some point. So get well soon from all of us here. Right, Lee and Haru. So let's get this show on the road again, shall we? Right, what's your thoughts on the Stockport game in the EFL Trophy?
Oh, Jesus. Obviously, I was there. I was there. We played a bit tricky in the first half, but I was surprised we won. In the second half, we absolutely dominated. To be honest, in that whole game, we absolutely dominated. But then again, Stockport didn't put their first team out there. They kind of put a mix out there saying what we did, but mainly with our starting lads. I'm surprised we won at all. I thought we was gonna lose and get knocked out of this Mickey Mouse Cup, but I'm surprised Cav got a double, and what was it, Cookie that got a goal, and I could tell that Cav was trying to go for the hat trick. Fair play on him, but I'm absolutely surprised by the lads. They have absolutely turned it around at that Stockport game.
And what about yourself, Lee? Did you see the game on
Not
Sky?
surprised. Not surprised at all, mate. Against a good footballing side, we always play well. Always. And I just thought they came out with right attitude. They never looked like losing. Just a good confidence booster all the way around. I enjoyed watching it. Referee were a bit of a, well, whatever.
That's what we
But
did in the league, though, not just cup.
you what?
That's what we need to have when we play the league games. It's not we can't
Well,
just play like
that's
amazing in
kind
the
of
cup and
that's
not in the
kind of
league.
no brainer and obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
But we
my
do. I think a corner got turned in that game. Some people made some mental adjustments and started performing. Kavanagh being one, and he was rewarded for a good display. He got 2 cracking goals. And he wasn't trying too hard to bust net with anything. He just played well. Give the kid credit. That's what I say.
So my thoughts on the Swindon game, obviously I bumped into Haru and Sam at the game, and
you mean
the
Stockport, not Swindon?
sorry, it's one of them days. Stockport. So the Stockport game bumped into Haru and Sam at the game, and I thought 2-0 up. I thought we're going to absolutely batter these, and then Bradford just absolutely lost their marbles, crumbled like a table leg falling off. Uh, Defending was shocking. Halliday, don't have a clue what he was thinking. Dodgy headers there and here. So just the defending was a bit of an issue for me. People pointing out, I know Colin Doyle is a good goalkeeper, but someone described him next to me as a double-decker bus, an old double-decker bus setting off at a sluggish pace. But hey, we won the game 3-2, through to the next round, and the draw is tomorrow. I don't have a clue what time it's at. I don't know if Lee or Haru, you've seen the time of the draw for tomorrow.
I don't know. I just think their 2 goals were just kind of old habits that came back. Halliday, as you say, just, I don't know, had a brain fart.
It was a good free kick though, wasn't it, by the...
It was, but
I
the
can't remember
first
his name.
goal, that ball should never have got through there. Never. And as you say, Doyle, he's getting a little bit long in tooth, isn't he? And I think it showed in that game because they were quick.
So moving on to tomorrow's game.
Hang on, Johnny. I do apologise. The draw, it did say that it's going to be set for 11:50 a.m.
Okay, so 11:15 the draw tomorrow. I think that'll be live on Sky Sports or something.
Yes,
So
on the championship.
the game tomorrow, Bradford City vs Swindon at 3 o'clock, and it is not on Sky Sports. Saturday, 14th of December, University of Bradford Stadium, and the referee is Edward Duckworth. And I have forgot to load up the referee stats.
And your relative at Terry Duckworth. That should be interesting.
So the referee, EFL trophies had 1 appearance, 1 yellow card, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. League 1, he's had 7 appearances, 31 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In League 2, he's had 2 appearances. Hold on, yeah, League 2, he's had 2 appearances, 30 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red, no penalties. FA Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 4 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the EFL Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 3 yellow cards, no second yellows, 1 red and 1 penalty. Altogether, he's had 12 appearances, 52 yellow cards, no second yellows, 2 reds and 1 penalty. And while I get my teeth back in, give you 2 seconds. Right, so Andy Cook is Bradford City's top goal scorer, or shall we call him Lord Andrew Ellis Cook? 10 goals, no assists, 17 matches played. Theirs is Smith with 8 goals, 1 assist, 30 matches played. Bit of insight, Bradford have scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches. Bradford haven't kept a clean sheet in 11 matches. Andy Cook is the competition top goal scorer in 10. Swindon haven't scored 9 goals in their last 5 matches, haven't kept a clean sheet in their 30 matches. George Cox has created the most big chances for Swindon Town on 4. And then quickly diving into the Simon Parker article, the possible team is Walker, Baldwin, Huntington, Shepherd, Ben, Smallwood, Evans, Richards, Cav, Cook and Poynton, with Oliver, Sanderson, Savak, Kelly, Walker, Halliday and Doyle. League positions 11th. Last 4 games for Bradford is Stockport 1-3-2, Crewe withdrawn, Barrow withdrawn, and Morecambe we lost 1-0. Team news: Neil Byrne and Alex Patterson are both suspended, but Anto Sarvacic could be involved in the squad for the first time since August. And the Swindon team, apologise if I'm butchering people's names right. If you're regular to this podcast, I cannot pronounce names for shit. So we've got Barden, McGregor, Subwell, Wright, Kirkman, Brown, Kekeny, Cox, Glatzel, Smith, and Drennan, with Cottrell, Butterworth, Kane, Offbar, Tishimanji, if I'm pronouncing that game correctly, and Bycroft. League position 22nd. Last 4 matches, Wickham, they've won 2-1. Won against Fleetwood 3-1. Lost against Colchester and drawn against Accrington Stanley. Team news: Swindon have issues at the back with captain Ollie Clark suspended and Harrison, Mitturn and Grant Hall injured. Referee Ed Duckworth from Preston, who was in the middle for City's win over Doncaster and Gillingham last season. Don't know if that's going to be a norm. The match odds, if you like betting, are City 4-6, Swindon 4-1, and the draw 14-5. And the last times these sides met, City were beaten 2-0 at the county ground on a wretched afternoon in January. So, Lee, Haru, what's your thoughts on that?
I want to see this new player we've got, Savic. Is he a Vulcan? Is he from the planet Vulcan? Sarcevic. Yeah, I didn't know he were back in squad or even expected back. I knew he were training full time, but I didn't know he were that near to being included. But if he is, it's looking good. I think it's a sign of things to come, isn't it? We're going to get stronger, and some teams are going to go through a period we've just been through, and then the table will level itself out. Hopefully, we'll still be involved, at least in the playoffs, if not touching distance of automatic place. Who knows? I just think it's looking good for us at the minute. We're in, 10th? We've got a game in hand on some. It's looking good. I'm not too disappointed. I haven't liked the football we've played up to now. It's been a bit boring, a bit crap, a bit too up and down for my liking. Not being typical Bradford City performances. Stockport was nearer, and as players come back, onwards and upwards, I think.
Haru?
Positive.
What for the Swindon game? I've got absolutely no clue what would happen on that game. We could win, we could lose, we could draw, obviously, but I agree with what Lee said. At this rate, football, the tactics are just getting boring. Obviously, what we need to do is buckle up, and obviously, Stockport game was a completely different chance. Obviously, we managed to win. Obviously, thank God for that. But obviously, it is what it is. I'm not. I want to say we're gonna win against Swindon, but then again, it might just be the wool over our eyes, thinking that we beat Stockport. Can we do this? Can we do that? So it's just all up to the lads at this rate. Let's see what they put down on tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Okay, I hope we give Cav another go up front. Personally, Smallwood, I would drop him and have Evans there because I think Evans did fantastic at the game against Stockport the other night on Tuesday. Like you're saying, I agree with Perry. Injuries are coming back now, so it's like having a new signing. These players need to now crack on, put their injuries behind them, get scoring, and get us climbing up the league. Because we've got 2 league games in hand against Aachen and Stanley, and it's going to end up being Bromley because Bromley game's now been moved to the 25th of February. Lee, what's your score predictions for the game tomorrow?
I'm pretty confident if predicted team takes a field. I'm seeing 2-0. We're at home. Swindon are struggling. That doesn't usually go well for us, but if we have turned the corner that I thought we had against Stockport, I can see us easily beating them 2-0 and being comfortable. I'd just love to see a comfortable Bradford win. 2-0, 3-0, won't be out of question. Kavanagh, do you know what? He's got to start, hasn't he? Cook, definitely. Cook might get a brace and Kavanagh just get one. He's got to play. Oliver, I have got no idea why he's even in the squad, to be perfectly honest, when people are coming back. Just don't know. Don't know. I think that's a ship that sailed before season started, but yet it's still here. Yeah. January can't come soon enough. Let's see what goes on.
And yourself, Haru?
I'm gonna go a 2-1 City win. I'm gonna think obviously I'm thinking Swindon will score early. Will score and then we'll score. Like I always say, a last minute screamer.
I would love to know what you've been drinking, Haru, but I think
God knows.
So Grimsby. Someone just mentioned Grimsby on TikTok, so my head's gone there for some strange reason. Right, the Swindon game. My head is saying, my heart's saying I think we're going to win 1-0. But you know what it's like at being a City fan. Swindon, bottom of the league, fighting for points. Possibly, I think they're going to win 2-0. And we have had a Swindon fan join. I've sent them an invite if they want to join and talk about your club, because it's great timing if you do and the podcast a little bit longer.
Welcome, lad.
So we've got Grace, who thinks the score is going to be 2-1. I'm just going to give Kev a couple of minutes if he wants to come and join. I've sent him an invite. So Kev, if you do want to come and join, it would be much appreciated. Nice to have other fans on. Just to get your thoughts on the game. If you do want to join, I'll give you a couple more minutes. Okay, he's just listening. So Lee, weather forecast. The weather forecast for tomorrow's game.
I don't do weather forecasts, sorry.
I know, that's why I'm doing it. So the sunrise at 18 minutes past 8 tomorrow, and sun sets at 3:46 tomorrow. The sun will be out tomorrow. It's going to start off about 8 degrees and then work its way up to about 12 degrees. And typically when the football starts, it'll start getting cold and wet. So just take your big coats with you. So Lee, do you want to shout about, vent about anything?
Not really. I've not really got a vent. I'm just happy to see players are now coming back. Attitudes seem to be going up. The confidence seems to be going up. We never looked in any danger. I know they came back and got 2 goals and we got the winner, but we never looked like we wasn't going to get the winner. We kept attacking. We didn't let anything faze us in that game against Stockport. And I like to see that because that's Bradford City of old type stuff. No retreat, no surrender. Get forward. And yes, it's going to be a big court day.
Haru, have you anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Not really, to be honest. I'm just glad to see the lads are back in back out of injury and back in training, and yeah, hopefully we'll win on the Swindon game tomorrow. But one thing I want to do, want to say, where on earth is Callum Johnson? We
I
have
was
not
just going
seen
to
him since
say
he's
that
been injured.
he's on his way back, apparently, but it's going to be after
I don't,
Christmas now.
I very much doubt that, but okay.
And that's
But
what's
yeah,
been
that's
said. It has been said. It's going to be after Christmas. He's on the
yeah.
grass with the medical team, but
Oh
he's
yeah.
not ready to start full training yet. So
Right, let's hope. Let's hope that we get Callum Johnson back after Christmas, and let's see what magical moments he can produce for us. Since he's had a lot of time off
well, we
from
don't
playing
know. Do
football.
we? Let's put it this way: we're not missing him because we've not seen out of him.
True. True. That's all I've got for ranting, Johnny.
Okay, my rant. I haven't really got one. It's just about fixture lists really, and obviously I know Bromley are in the FA Cup. Good for them. We got knocked out, but rearranging it for a Tuesday night in February at 7:45. I've tried to book the day off work, or the week off work, so we say, because I know it's normally knackering going down there. But they need to start thinking about fans. It's like next time if Bromley get knocked out or something like that, they should play it a Saturday or not a Tuesday night, because it'd be absolutely horrendous going down there on a Tuesday night. Right.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. I do agree with you there.
Lee or Haru, do you want to talk about anything else?
It's a good thing you mentioned a Bromley game. Obviously, I saw it just as soon as before I joined the podcast that they have changed it to the 25th of February at 7:45 p.m. on it. That is obviously a late night kickoff, and for a lot of traveling fans, it will be it'll be a mick. It'll be taking the mick because they just rearranged it for an FA Cup game, which they could easily play that FA Cup game on the Tuesday night, and we'd have played them on the Saturday. But it is what it is. But let's see if it changes anything for fans wise.
Puts me in mind of a long trip down to Plymouth back in, oh God, 70s in dim distant past. Coldest, most snowborn game I've ever been to see. People had to get put up in pubs. Some people got put up in people's houses who were lucky enough. Some were lucky enough to get an hotel. A very, very cold trip. And Bromley is that far, isn't it? It's just one of those trips. It's like, are we ever going to get there?
Exactly.
Plymouth's the same. Long trek.
Okay. Anyone else got anything we want to chat about?
I think that's everything, Johnny.
That's everything. Okay. So before we do disappear, where did I see it earlier? Give me 10 seconds. I want to say happy birthday, or happy 37th birthday to former City forward Billy Clark. I know he's probably not listening, but have a good one. And that's it. Right. It's been a bit
Not
of a
what's
short...
on your plate?
Sorry, forgot. Lee, what's on your plate?
Nope. Not had it yet. Don't know what I'm having. I think I'm having a sausage roll and a bit of custard for afters.
What
Hey,
about
Diane.
yourself?
Hey, Diane. I'm having a chicken slider burger today.
2 seconds.
I remember when burgers used to be just burgers, and
Right.
Well, it's called
So
chicken slider.
I've had battered sausage, chips, and curry sauce, and scraps from the local chippy in Harden.
battered sausage
That's it. You can't go wrong. Big sausage as
should
well.
be banned. Just have a
Is it?
sausage.
Right. So obviously we play Notts County next week. So a friendly reminder to everybody from next week, we'll be doing a preview because everybody needs a break for Christmas. We'll be doing a preview for, it's going to be a big one, for Swindon, not Swindon, Notts County, Port Vale, Chesterfield, and Barrow. So you'll be getting 1, 2, 4 games in one preview to, next week at 6 o'clock. And that's it. Right. Thanks for Lee and Haru for coming. If you've enjoyed yourself, get yourself over to Chickens on the Loose podcast on all podcast services. Also, if you're feeling generous, get yourself over to TikTok. Just search for Braceodge1 or Chickens on the Loose. You'll find me. Give us a follow because I'm nearly at 2,000 followers there. Also, Chickens on the Loose on YouTube. Actually, hold on. Before we do go, she's gone again. Okay. Right. Yeah. So in YouTube, get yourself over there. Also, we've got a small Facebook page, Chickens on the Loose on Facebook. We've got Up the Chickens on Facebook as well, where we do Golden Goal and also Super 6. Hope Bradford do win tomorrow and absolutely batter Swindon. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Up the Chickens.